Hey, what's up, guys? We've got another one of these how to deal with players that drive you nuts type videos for you. So if you watched today's match earlier on, you know that Han Jong-sung had an awful match. I mean, a 5.9 rating at halftime. He had all sorts of chances. He couldn't figure out where the goal was, and we have some problems. We'll check this out. Han is developing concerns. This is a bit awkward, but I want to let you know that Han Jong-sung has been dropping hints about being unimpressed with how you find him recently. I don't think Jong-sung is expecting anything from you at the moment, but it might be worth having a word with him to try to get it sorted before it becomes a bigger issue. There was a thread about this very problem on Reddit just the other day, and people said it's awful how my players get really upset with me when I find them. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth about this. Your players will not always get upset with you when you find them. If they have a high enough level of professionalism, they won't get upset. This is the game telling you that there might be a problem with the player's professionalism. If they legitimately had an awful game and did an awful job and you find them and then they get upset, there's probably a professionalism issue here. Now, as you know, in this game, we find him 0, right? And the reason why is because his contract is for 0. It is an amateur contract that is already expired, right? So, I mean, I could release him, you know. What else can I do? I don't know what else I can do, right? We can go take a quick look here at his form. His form has been okay. He scored, as I said before, it was the 1 goal that he got. So he did score 1 goal. Whole bunch of substitute appearances during the friendlies that I didn't pay much attention to because I didn't manage them. He's had 1 somewhat good performance and then 1 really poor performance. So we'll go ahead and we will ask Kalliope first to try to finish off the issue. Yes, Han Jong-sung's business is his own. I don't mind giving you a heads up, but I don't think it's my place to get involved, I'm afraid. Though I do think that, isn't he our captain? Let's take a quick look here and see. Of course, this isn't going to tell me much of anything. If I go over here, I think to dynamics, yes, he is our captain. So come on, man. You got to be our captain. Let's see here. Probably go with this one. You're an influential member of the squad, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree that I'm influential enough to handle this. You're the most influential player on the squad. I'm off now. Bye. So he's offended that I called him an influential player, even though he's got the leader personality. As we can see here from the dynamics, he is our most influential player on the squad. And I believe is also, yes, he is our captain. So this is an issue. All right. So now we have to discuss this issue with Han. I've noticed you seem a bit down at the minute. Is there something on your mind I can help with? I don't think it was fair to fine me for a supposed poor performance. And now we can say you're scoring too many chances. You're a striker. You're not scoring enough. All you care about is your scoring record. You need to use your teammates more. I don't care about that. Your movement has been poor. Yeah, it has, but whatever. You're working your heading. Whatever. No, you're a striker. You're not scoring enough. I know you're upset. You need to get over it. And that's where this is going to go down. So this is negative. Now, this is a problem potentially here. Take a look here at our dynamics. Nobody agrees with him. Nobody disagrees with him. I've made one of the players happy. So we can go take a look here at the social group. He is with, let's see, where are you? He's in the core social group, but as we can see from the hierarchy, he is not a particularly influential member of the squad. The other thing that we'll look at is when we look over at his, let's see, probably his information will tell me his personality. Let's see. You probably can see this faster than I can. I suppose not. I think we have to go back and look at the profile. Yeah, here we go. Fairly sporting is his personality, which is a personality that does not have a particularly high level of professionalism. You can see as well back to the information, his media handling style is level-headed, which again tells us nothing about the professionalism level. Yeah, fairly sporting personality. So that is likely where the problem has come from. He's also upset with training overall, unhappy with our standard of tactical possession coaching. So what do we do as an amateur side with a player like this? Well, we have some choices, right? Look at the squad planner. Let's see where he fits in. In fact, we will ask the assistant to suggest for the current position. And you can see he really likes all of these players who are coming in as transfers. And there's Toa Maele, who is 6th on here. He would rank as 10th. And so this is the thing, right? I ask myself, well, how many games do we have left on the schedule? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 matches left. After those 11 matches are done, we're going to get all these new players on. There's a chance he's going to be really upset and that things aren't going to go so well for the morale for the staff in general. In fact, when I look at the dynamics, I can see that the club atmosphere has gone down a little bit because of his unhappiness, and the managerial support has also gone down a little bit. The reason why I'm rambling all about this is because, again, as an amateur side, we have a choice, and we're going to make it here. We will right-click on him, go to contract, and release on a free. It doesn't even ask me if I'm sure about this. It's because I've done it already, and I said don't prompt me again. And when we click on this again, you can see 1, 2, 3 days later is our next match. It's going to take a second for this to come up, but once this comes up again, we will see that he is just gone. Yep, upon given free transfer, he's officially been released on a free transfer. He feels that the fine was unfair. It doesn't matter anymore because he's been given a free transfer. He is no longer on our squad. We can go look at this, go to reports and overview. D, only sign Han as a last resort. Yeah, we're not going to sign him. Look at this. He was consistent and enjoyed big matches, but the problem is that his consistency means that he was consistently bad. Poor intelligence on the football pitch. Can be wayward when crossing the ball as well. Now, if we look over here to dynamics, guess what happens? The club atmosphere went back up again. So, what have we learned from this? We've learned a couple of things about this. One of the big things that I want you to understand is that when players like this get upset, it's not because Sports Interactive has totally screwed the game up. The reason why your players have gotten upset is because their professionalism level is low. A player with high professionalism who performed poorly is going to recognize it and will accept their fine. If they're not accepting the fine, this is because the professionalism level is likely low. Through my experience, this is the thing that says whether they're going to throw a fit or not. Do not worry too much about getting rid of them if they are not so influential. You can easily get rid of them. However, if you have a player who's influential who starts acting like this and you've got a problem, that's when you can get the whole squad behind them. Go back and watch my Ingolstadt save because that's exactly what happened. The squad got behind the guys who were kind of buttheads, and that ruined everything for the whole save. All right. If you're on an amateur club and you have a player who's acting like this, you don't have to put up with it. Just get rid of him. Chances are you already have a replacement. Just get rid of the guy flat out, and nobody will get upset with you, especially if he's not influential, and it'll be like it didn't even happen. Now, as you know, I speak Korean. I love my, Korean brothers and sisters. I would love for nothing more than to have a Korean player in every single one of these teams, but I am not going to waste my time with this absolute moron who plays really poorly and who, is not skilled enough to play at the lowest level in one of the lowest leagues in the world, right? So because of that, we just get rid of him. We wash our hands of him. We don't worry about it anymore, and we move on. That's my advice to you if you run into this again. If you're on a team that has actual wages, if you're on a team that has players you have to pay and you have to go worry about all that stuff, you might not want to give them a free transfer, but I would still strongly recommend that you at least sell the player because you don't have to put up with that crap. All right, that's enough for me. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.